So Joe, how did you get your start as a chef?
My family has been in the restaurant industry since I was born. So my father was a chef. Mother was also in the culinary world. So I just grew up around kitchens and, just learned to eventually love it.
What was one of your favorite restaurants to work in kind of when you were coming through becoming a chef and learning the industry?
That would be the Ryland Inn. So that was in New Jersey, and they were the equivalent of a 3-star Michelin restaurant that had their own 2.5-acre organic garden. So, the cooks were responsible for harvesting. We would go get all of our herbs every day. We would go get lettuces, everything.
What would you consider your favorite style of cooking?
Really Japanese at this point, and there was a small amount there, or anything to do with fish. We were always very fish heavy there. At this point, I think we're truly an American restaurant, so we get to borrow from multiple cultures just all over the world, which is very exciting. But Japanese is something that Japanese food has always interested me very much. And after going to Japan a few times, I'm some of my favorite food to eat and cook. So
what's one aspect of cooking that excites you?
Just the fact that learning never stops.
Who's one of the most famous people you've ever cooked for?
Danny McBride and his family. He was awesome, really, really funny. Aretha Franklin in New York.
What was a defining moment for you as a chef? Through the beginning of your career and where you are now with Heritage and Southbound?
I guess it would be, just getting the restaurant open.
Yeah.
I think, it's something I had a life goal of being able to do it when I was 30, and, I pretty much did it when I turned 30, and being able to do that with my wife was very special. And, as far as professionally, winning some awards, that's always nice, but I think it's just being open still after, these last challenging few years.
I couldn't cook at all if you took away my blank.
Salt.
Okay.
I jokingly said that yesterday.
Jason.
Salt's pretty important.
What's better about being a chef today than when you opened your first restaurant?
I guess I was going to say nothing, but it's actually, being in a position to be able to spend more time with my family now. And what's weird is when you become an owner, you get pulled away from what you actually love, which is cooking. Once you take on a role as a chef, you stop cooking as much and you become this problem solver and fixer. And teaching is wonderful, but I just love line cooking. And I don't get to do it anywhere near as much, but I also see my children and get to spend time with my family on a more regular basis, so that's nice.
What do you think is unique about the Richmond restaurant scene?
I think that it's, pretty collaborative, and it's definitely still growing. And I think just being a part of, a collaborative community where, I've hosted a bunch of guest chef dinners with so many people from Richmond, and just everybody trying to get along and, raise up the city together, as opposed to looking at it like, you're my competition, I want you to fail. It's more like, we do want more great restaurants because it's only going to help all of us.
Are Richmond diners unique in any way?
Yeah, I think they're really open to new things, and they're also really very kind. I came from up north, like New Jersey and New York, and sometimes not always very kind. But I think people in the South they can be, a little kinder, and I think they also get very excited about new, let's say, products, or they're always willing to try things, which I love.
Do you have to be a bit of a scientist or a little crazy to be a great chef?
It's definitely both. I mean,